help me welcome tonight's Visibility Award honoree, Robin De Jesus.
Running for myself no more. I'm ready to face it all. If I lose myself, I lose it all.
Hey, what up, loves? Blessings, mi gente. Word. Thank you very much for that warm welcome. I really do appreciate it. Let me act like I'm not short, okay? Thank you so much, Sarah, for that intro as well, and for the video, and HRC for having me. It really means a lot. I've just been thinking a lot lately. The last couple of months, I've been doing a lot of press for Tick Tick Boom. And one of the things that's been making me laugh is the amount of like seemingly inappropriate movies and television that my parents allowed me to watch, right? So please don't judge them. But I remember, I'm pretty sure I was in kindergarten the first time I saw the movie The Color Purple. And my sister was in the 8th grade, and she was supposed to read The Color Purple and then write a report on it. Naturally, it was the night before the report was due. She ain't write it. So now we have to watch the movie so she can write a report on it. And I'm in kindergarten, and my parents thought, you know what? This is for schoolwork. So I'm sure we can all watch this movie as a family. And I sit down on at the foot of my sister's legs on the couch, they're hanging over. And I will never forget the look on Whoopi Goldberg's face as Celie when Margaret Avery as Suge Avery reaches over and kissed her. And that beautiful grin just shined on Whoopi. And as a kid, I thought to myself, I feel like this is the first time since her sister's disappearance that Celie feels seen. Somewhere around that same time, another film I saw was White Man Can't Jump. And bomb movie, by the way. All of these are bomb references. And I'm introduced to Rosie Perez, a proud Afro-Puerto Rican woman from a working class background who has no tolerance for the patriarchy and is gonna be on Jeopardy, okay? And she looks like my cousin Teresa. She sounds like my cousin Angie. And I'm young, but I'm fully aware of the fact that Rosie's presence provides me with a sort of comfort. She's like a balm for a Puerto Rican child unaware of colonial constructs but already eager to disrupt them. I knew the person that Rosie was playing, and I knew she existed in real life, but I had never seen her on screen. What I hadn't seen yet was a queer Latinx person, Latinx, Latino, Latina, navigating the world. And this was a few years before, we all got to know Wilson Cruz, that beautiful man who is my dear friend and I love and adore. Yes, give him love, please, my fellow Bori. My penchant for all things drama and inappropriate continued with an MTV show called The Real World San Francisco. Keep in mind, I'm probably like 6. So I'm watching Real World San Francisco, and I'm introduced to Pedro Zamora, a 21-year-old who happened to be a Cuban refugee, was a full-time AIDS educator, and happened to be gay and HIV positive. Pedro was everything. He was a disruptor working on behalf of love and healing. He was unashamed, proud, funny, gentle. I hope there are no kids here. He ain't take shit from nobody. His commitment ceremony to his partner, Sean Sasser, was the first I'd ever seen between a cis man. It was the first commitment ceremony I'd ever seen that wasn't between a cis man and cis woman. I didn't even know that was possible. But as a kid, I thought, noted. Years later, I'm in high school and I discover musical theater. I'm addicted immediately. I want to do it for the rest of my life. But I don't know anyone on Broadway or musical theater that looks like me and presents like me. And to make matters worse, I had this vocal coach growing up who verbatim said to me, "You're short, Puerto Rican, you'll never make it in musical theater. Become an opera singer where no one cares what you look like." Bless her. Um, that was her stuff, but as a kid, I saw her as my elder, so I assumed that she must be right. Luckily, years later, I'm in high school, and I discovered Jonathan Larson, the writer-creator of Rant the Musical. And I knew Rant because, like, we all know Seasons of Love, One's on Glory, random songs from it, but I had never taken in the show art, the cast recording. So I'm with the Theater Outcast, someone hands me the double disc set, and I look at it, and it's the words Rent in the middle, and it's a bunch of black and brown and white folks coexisting in little squares like the Brady Bunch. And they're in their 20s, working class folks, wealthy folks, poor folks, and I think, oh, I didn't know that we had space here. I was made to think that it didn't exist. Noted. Today I'm here to accept HRC's Visibility Award, and I gotta say thank you, Whoopi. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Rosie. Thank you, Pedro. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Jonathan Larson. Your visibility liberated me. Thank you for affording me the feeling of safety, even if only for a moment, because those moments allowed me to see myself unashamed and allowed me to recognize myself as love, as a child of love, and we should all know that feeling. I realize how privileged I am that for whatever reason the universe decided that I get to be in the position of paying forward what they did, but I'm really grateful that I get to just be a part of that collective consciousness that desires safety and protection for all of us. But I also believe that this organization proves you don't have to come from a privileged background to participate, that it is open to all of us. So I want to just thank my family, my friends, my creative and my spiritual communities, my Tick Tick Boom family, and all of you here today. And I just want to acknowledge we're all in a very raw and very real state these days, and we have been for a minute. And I would like to offer an offering. I think in a world of social justice fatigue, we all kind of want to bow out. And I've said this before, but I feel like it's important that we also lean into self-love and recognize when we need a moment to bow out for that health and then come back. But like, we need y'all to come back. We really need y'all to come back. Jonathan Larson had this beautiful saying, this question he always asked in his work, which was, fear or love, which are you choosing? And I often find that when I'm spiraling and feeling like really, really rough, I'm probably leaning into fear, which my ego loves. And I just talked about myself the whole time, so y'all know I got one. But when I center love, I instantly remind myself that I get to be a part of a we. And there's something about the centering of that collective, that this is not to reek of toxic positivity, but right now I think we need that to sustain. You know what I'm saying? So if you can, in those moments of fear and of doubt, remember and affirm love, and remember how lucky we are that we get to be a part of a generation that welcomes healing and protection for all of those represented here today. Thank you, multiple blessings, HRC, for blessing me all day, every day. Thank you.